Imagine this. One moment, you're slipping into a deep, dreamless sleep. And the next, you're jolted awake by a suffocating darkness, trapped under layers of earth. Sounds like something straight out of a nightmare, right? But here's the twist. This wasn't just the stuff of stories, it actually happened. Back in the day, before modern medicine, figuring out if someone was truly dead was a terrifying guessing game. No beeping machines, no fancy brain scans, just a shaky hand looking for a pulse. If you stopped breathing or responding, most folks just assumed, well, that's it. You're gone. But here's where things get dark. There are conditions like comas, catalepsy, epilepsy, even severe hypothermia, that can slow your body down so much it's nearly impossible to tell if you're alive or not. People would be declared dead, only to later wake up in a coffin. And I'm not talking about urban legends. All across 18th and 19th century Europe and America, stories started to surface. Graves were opened, only to reveal coffins with scratch marks on the inside. Bodies twisted, faces frozen in horror. These weren't the undead, these were people who'd been buried alive, simply because medicine hadn't caught up yet. The fear got so real that inventors started making safety coffins. Picture this, you're buried, but you've got a string tied to your hand, connected to a bell up above. Wake up underground? Ring for help. Some even had air tubes or little flags that would pop up if you moved. It sounds wild, but people were desperate to avoid a fate worse than death. Even George Washington was worried. He actually wrote in his will not to bury him until 3 days after his death, just in case. So, did people really bury coma patients alive? Unfortunately, yeah, they did. Without today's tools, a lot of folks in comas or deep states of paralysis were mistaken for dead and paid the ultimate price. It wasn't until inventions like the stethoscope and later brain monitors that doctors could finally say for sure, alive or gone. If that story just gave you chills, you're in the right place. Subscribe to Midnight Questions, where the strange, creepy, and mysterious come alive every single night. Got a question that keeps you up at night? Drop it in the comments and you might just hear your answer in a future video.